Hello again, CAD enthusiasts, and welcome to yet another Did You Know from a series of Did You Knows that we're doing to do with RealCAD, LANDWorksCAD and ArborCAD, etc. Did you know that if you right-click on an entity, you get a menu, and that menu will show you commands that relate to the type of entity that you have selected. In this case, I've selected on a line, and I get the opportunity to trim or change its length or join it to a corner or divide it and so on. So all of these menus or menu items are related specifically to the single object that I select. And of course, with a right-click menu, you can only really work on single objects, but that is a very useful tool anyway. For instance, if I raise my button now or lift my finger off the button, I am now in a trim mode, so I can actually trim that line. And of course that trim command continues on as per usual to continuously repeat over and over again until I right click to finish. If I right click on text, I won't get the trim and extend command because you can't trim and extend text, but I do get the opportunity to explode the text, or from that text I could select any other object that was either the same color or the same layer or had the same name and weight and style and so on. So if I went for the same color, it's picked the other text that was the same color and these center lines, which were also the same color. If I select on the hatching, right click on the hatch, then again I get the opportunity to explode the hatch, select maybe all the same layer. So let's choose select all the same line. Let's choose hide all the same layer. So let's select hide, and all of the same, or all of the objects that are on the same layer as that piece of hatching will switch off. And in this case, it was just the other piece of hatching. So for instance, I could do the same thing over here on the arc, right click on the arc and choose maybe to select or hide all of the same color. And all objects of the same color are hidden away. If I was to right click here, I can then unhide everything and bring it all back. But it's really a quick way of accessing the functions that you would otherwise be accessing through here by switching on visibility, okay, and selectability, changing weight and color and style, and cloning from other objects. And we'll touch on cloning a little bit later in the series. If you right click whilst holding the shift key, so I'm holding down the shift key, I'm in blank space, I right click, there is yet another menu. Now this menu gives you the ability to locate reference points and near an object or along an object, basically the same set of tools or location tools that you would find directly here under location and position commands. So that's these tools here: find the end of an object, find a distance along or a location along an object, and so on. And again, we can look at some of these a little bit later, but just be aware that these commands do exist as right click options.